Hi there, I'm Edwin Palmer.
Welcome to my series on intellectual giftedness. 2 years ago, on July 2017, I told the world I'm an intellectually gifted person. I've known I'm gifted pretty much all my life, but it wasn't until I was 34 that I dared to come out to the world. It was difficult as it's such a personal thing to tell someone. The feeling was similar to coming out as gay. And if you're a man, it's like telling the world your penis size. It's personal.
I hadn't told anyone face to face and didn't do so till this year. For example, this year in 2019, I told my husband I'm gifted. At that time, we'd been married for 12 years. It all made sense to him, but he, just like so many other people, have many misconceptions about gifted people, and therefore I think it's smart to overanalyze whether you should tell people you're gifted. So in this video, I want to give you the advantages and disadvantages of coming out as gifted and tell you if I think you should tell people you're gifted.
Tell who, by the way? Before I get at them though, let me be specific about what people I'm talking about. I'm not talking about telling your parents or siblings, as they probably know you're gifted, and chances are all of them, or some of them, are gifted too.
I'm talking about people such as your employer, co-workers, acquaintances, friends, boyfriend or girlfriend, or husband or wife. Should you tell them you're gifted? Let's go over the advantages and disadvantages of doing that.
What are the advantages?
Firstly, I didn't want to tell my employer I'm gifted, but was in a situation in which it was unavoidable not to tell them. Luckily, they've been understanding ever since. They know I'm quirky and respect that, so the reaction you get might be positive.
Secondly, as a result of coming out as gifted on YouTube, I've met other people who are gifted too. I've been able to share my experiences with them. It's amazing to have met other people whose minds work like mine. Of course, we're different, but we experience the world more or less the same way. So it was great to finally feel that I'm not the only gifted person in this world.
I hadn't experienced that feeling for a long time. Thirdly, to me personally, coming out as gifted here on YouTube has also enabled me to help other people who struggle with being gifted. Finally, when I told a coworker I trusted, he turned out to be intrigued about giftedness and asked me smart questions about it without seeing me as some kind of freak.
What are the disadvantages? Firstly, there's a reverse stigma about gifted people, which mainstream media also helps to reinforce. Somehow the world thinks of us as perfect people, as metahumans who are incapable of making mistakes and who are talented at everything.
Well, maybe they don't depict us as perfect, but definitely as superior people who have all the answers. If you tell people you're gifted and they notice that you don't always fit into that stereotype image of a gifted person, they might ridicule you whenever they notice you don't have all the answers.
Secondly, people can get jealous and be mean to you if they know you're gifted.
Thirdly, people might throw snarky remarks at you, saying things like, if you belong to the smartest people on this planet, why are you a nobody who lives in a mid-sized townhouse in a mid-sized town? Why aren't you some big shot somewhere?
So again, if you don't fit into their view of gifted people, they might tell you you're a loser for all kinds of reasons.
Fourthly, people may start to expect too much of you.
For example, let's say you're a student and you get a B minus or a C minus on an exam, then they might let you know they question your giftedness.
Fifthly, although you don't intend to, you might come across as arrogant when you tell people you're gifted. You don't want that.
Finally, people might ostracize you, giving you the feeling you don't belong. You might end up alone, miserable, and depressed. So what's my conclusion?
I never tell people what to do, so I won't do it today either. I don't know anything about you, so whether or not you should tell someone or everyone around you you're gifted is up to you.
All I can say is, please think it through before you tell her or him. What are the pros and cons of doing it? And trust is the ultimate component here. Can you entrust this person with this personal info about yourself? Overanalyze the person's reaction to it.
And if you choose to tell a specific person, do it for the right reason, which should be that you want to be authentic with that person. In my experience, gifted people who boast about or flaunt their giftedness in everyday social situations reveal more than just their IQ, that they are also insecure.
If you're truly gifted, you know the importance of not coming across as arrogant. You know that you're not better than anyone simply because you're gifted.
So, if you tell people you're gifted, be sure to add what intellectual giftedness means so they won't confuse you with the stereotype, and so they can see you're a person with both cognitive strengths and cognitive weaknesses. Basically, what I'm saying is, should you choose to tell someone you're gifted, do it for the right reasons and do it the right way, and be sure to add what giftedness means. We gifted people are not superior. Our minds just work differently. Be sure to subscribe to my channel and watch this series from the start. Next Friday, I'll be back with more Swedish pronunciation training. Till then, I only want to say 3 things. Thank you for watching. Have a great day, and bye for now.